Top 4
Progressing to
best
something more
breakfast every liver
serious?
patient should eat.
Good news.
Lower liver fat.
The right vitamin.
Battling fatty liver disease or worried about your liver enzymes climbing higher each checkup? If you're trying to reverse NAFLD or manage existing liver damage, what you eat first thing in the morning could be more critical than you realize. In this video, we'll break down the top 4 liver-friendly breakfast foods that are perfect for reducing hepatic fat and supporting liver regeneration. But we're not stopping at food. We'll also dive into the top 3 best morning drinks for liver patients that help detoxify your liver naturally. This is all a research-backed morning routine, which is great for reducing ALT and ST levels while improving overall liver function. Let's get started. Berry protein bowls. Berry protein bowls are a liver patient's breakfast powerhouse. Fast, customizable, liver protective, and loaded with antioxidants when done right. The key is to build your bowl around low-sugar, high-antioxidant berries like blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, or strawberries. All these berries clock in at net 4 to 8 grams carbs per 100 grams, have powerful liver-protective compounds, and are packed with anthocyanins and polyphenols that help reduce oxidative stress and support liver cell regeneration. Use unsweetened Greek yogurt or cottage cheese for protein. 1 cup equals approximately 20 grams of protein, less than 10 grams of carbs, and probiotic benefits that support gut-liver axis health. Or swap in plant-based protein, like hemp hearts or unsweetened soy yogurt for a vegan version. Want extra liver protection? Add a tablespoon of ground flax seeds or walnuts for fiber and omega-3, which studies show can reduce liver inflammation by up to 25%. To prepare, layer 3x4 cup plain Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, top with ½ cup mixed berries, and sprinkle with 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds, chia seeds, or chopped walnuts. Spice it up with cinnamon or turmeric for added anti-inflammatory effects, but avoid honey or maple syrup as sweeteners can increase fat storage in the liver. Portion size matters. Stick to 3x4 cup protein base plus ½ cup berries to keep fructose in check. The total sugar count stays around 6 to 8 grams per serving, making it perfect for breakfast without taxing your liver's detoxification pathways. Skip granola toppings unless they're completely unsweetened. This meal is ideal first thing in the morning when your liver's natural cleansing cycle is at its peak. Rotate berry types for nutrient diversity, and if you're meal prepping, prepare separate containers of berries and yogurt, combining them only when ready to eat. Bottom line, a berry protein bowl is one of the cleanest, easiest, liver-friendly breakfasts with near zero red flags for hepatic health. 2. Olive oil and herb omelette. The olive oil and herb omelette can be one of the smartest and most liver-supportive breakfasts, but only if you build it right. Many restaurant omelettes use inflammatory oils and processed meats that can worsen liver health and increase triglyceride levels that contribute to fatty liver. Look for organic, pasture-raised eggs when possible, as they contain higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids and less saturated fat. Each 2 eggs omelette typically contains about 12 gram protein, 1 gram carbs, and beneficial choline, a crucial nutrient that supports liver fat transport and prevents fat accumulation in liver cells. Studies show choline deficiency can worsen NAFLD symptoms by up to 30%. A common mistake is using butter or vegetable oils. Extra virgin olive oil should be your only cooking fat, as its phenolic compounds have been shown to reduce liver fat accumulation and lower liver enzymes by up to 15% in NAFLD patients. Use just 1 to 2 teaspoons to lightly coat the pan. For feelings, focus on liver-supporting herbs and vegetables. Fresh rosemary contains carnosic acid that helps liver regeneration. Thyme, turmeric, spinach, asparagus, and small amounts of garlic or onions. These ingredients add fiber, antioxidants, and liver-protective compounds like glutathione precursors. Total calorie count around 250 to 300 depending on your mix-ins. Perfect for a balanced start to the day that won't overwhelm liver function. Research suggests liver patients should aim for 30 to 35 grams of fiber daily to support bile acid excretion and reduce toxin reabsorption. This omelette with a side of steamed asparagus can give you up to 15% of that with the right fillings. Pair it with a glass of purified water with lemon to stimulate bile flow and support morning detoxification. Bonus tip: if you're on medications for liver disease, eat your omelet at least 1 hour before or 2 hours after taking medications that require empty stomach absorption. Want to get even more benefit? Add a small side of fermented vegetables like kimchi or sauerkraut, 1 to 2 tablespoons, which provide probiotics that reduce endotoxin levels shown to damage liver cells. 3. Steel-cut oatmeal with liver-supporting spices. Steel-cut oatmeal sounds basic, but for liver patients, it can either be a hepatic healing tool or a missed opportunity, depending on how you prepare it. First, the oat type matters significantly. Steel-cut oats have a lower glycemic index, around 55, compared to instant oats, over 70, meaning they won't spike blood sugar and trigger insulin responses that can worsen fatty liver. 1 cup of cooked steel-cut oats contains approximately 27 grams total carbs, 5 grams of fiber and 7 grams of protein, with high levels of beta-glucans, soluble fibers, shown to reduce liver fat by up to 20% in clinical studies by improving bile acid excretion. They also provide selenium and zinc, minerals that support your liver's phase I and IAD detoxification pathways. Now, the base preparation is crucial. Cook steel-cut oats in water, not milk, to reduce the overall fat content. Once cooked, incorporate liver-protective spices. Half teaspoon cinnamon reduces inflammation and insulin resistance. 1/4 teaspoon turmeric with a pinch of black pepper enhances curcumin absorption and reduces liver inflammation by up to 60% in animal studies. And a small dash of cardamom supports digestive enzyme production. For toppings, stick to liver-cleansing additions. 1 tablespoon ground flaxseed provides lignans that support phase 2 liver detoxification, 6 to 8 raw walnuts, and a small handful of blueberries. Avoid dried fruits, bananas, or sweeteners of any kind, as fructose directly contributes to liver fat storage. Watch out for portion creep. Limit to 3/4 cup cooked oatmeal, about 1/4 cup dry, especially if you're managing weight, a key factor in liver fat reduction. In the U.S., organic steel-cut oats are widely available at around 3 to 5 per pound, more affordable than many prescription medications, yet shown to significantly improve liver enzyme profiles when consumed regularly. Timing matters. Eat your oatmeal before 9 a.m. when cortisol levels naturally support metabolism without overworking the liver. And if you're taking liver medications, check with your doctor, as some should be taken on an empty stomach, while others are better absorbed with food like oatmeal. If you're monitoring liver enzymes, track your ALT and AST levels every 3 months while incorporating this breakfast regularly. Many patients see improvements of 10 to 15% in liver function tests after 12 weeks of dietary changes focused on whole grains like steel-cut oats. Or Mediterranean breakfast plate. The Mediterranean breakfast plate is often praised as a heart-healthy choice, but for liver patients it requires careful assembly to actually support liver healing. First, not all Mediterranean-style breakfasts are created equal. An authentic, liver-friendly version centers around extra virgin olive oil, vegetable proteins, and fiber-rich components, not the bread-heavy commercial variations. The foundation should be 2 to 3 tablespoons of hummus, chickpeas for plant protein and fiber, or 1/4 cup white bean spread seasoned with rosemary and lemon. Legumes like these contain resistant starch that feeds beneficial gut bacteria linked to reduced liver inflammation. Research shows that increasing legume intake can lower ALT levels by up to 8 to 10% in NA-filled patients over 12 weeks. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil drizzled over vegetables, not absorbed into bread. Include 1 cup of raw or lightly steamed non-starchy vegetables like cucumber, tomatoes, bell peppers, and dark leafy greens. These provide glutathione precursors and sulfur compounds that support the liver's natural detoxification systems. For protein balance, add either 1 soft boiled egg, choline source for fat transport from the liver, 1 ounce of wild-caught sardines, providing vitamin D and omega-3 that reduce liver inflammation, or 1/4 cup of unsweetened Greek yogurt with live cultures, probiotics that improve the gut-liver axis function. Avoid processed meats entirely as their preservatives strain liver detoxification pathways. If including bread, limit to 1 small slice of true sourdough fermented for at least 12 hours, which reduces phytic acid and improves mineral absorption. Regular wheat bread can trigger inflammatory responses in some liver patients, especially those with non-celiac gluten sensitivity. Season with fresh herbs like mint, parsley, or cilantro, which contain apigenin and other compounds that stimulate bile flow and support liver cell regeneration. A sprinkle of sumac or za'atar adds flavor without sodium overload, important since sodium restriction is often recommended for those with ascites or advanced liver disease. Mediterranean breakfast plates are best consumed between 7 to 9 a.m. when cortisol naturally supports metabolism without straining the liver. This timing aligns with your body's natural rhythm for processing nutrients while supporting the liver's morning detoxification cycle. Bottom line, with the right ingredients, portions, and preparation, a Mediterranean breakfast plate offers liver patients a low-inflammatory, high-antioxidant start to the day that can contribute significantly to reducing hepatic fat and supporting overall liver function. Now, let's talk about top 3 best morning drinks for liver patients. 1. Dandelion tea. Dandelion tea can be a powerful liver-supporting morning beverage for those with liver disease, but only if prepared and consumed correctly, especially in the U.S., where many commercial detox teas make unsubstantiated claims. Dandelion root tea specifically, not leaf, contains compounds like taraxacin and taraxosterol that stimulate bile production and flow. Clinical research shows dandelion root may increase bile production by up to 40%, helping to remove toxins and supporting fat digestion without straining the liver. 1 cup contains virtually 0 calories, no sugar, and beneficial inulin fiber that supports healthy gut bacteria. For maximum benefit, steep organic dandelion root tea for 10 to 15 minutes in water that's hot but not boiling. This extracts the beneficial compounds without degrading them. Drink 1 cup daily, 20 to 30 minutes before breakfast, to stimulate digestive functions and support your liver's natural morning detoxification cycle. Important caution: if you're taking diuretic medications, blood thinners like warfarin, certain antibiotics, or lithium, consult your doctor before using dandelion tea as it may interact with these medications. Also, if you have bile duct obstruction or acute gallbladder inflammation, dandelion tea could worsen symptoms due to its bile-stimulating effects. Dandelion tea is best consumed unsweetened. If the bitter taste is challenging, add a small slice of fresh ginger or a squeeze of lemon juice, both liver-supportive, rather than honey or sweeteners. Never add milk or cream, as the proteins can bind with beneficial compounds, reducing their bioavailability. Dandelion root tea is a low-cost, evidence-supported morning beverage for liver patients, particularly those with fatty liver disease or sluggish bile flow, but should be used thoughtfully as part of a comprehensive liver support plan, not as a miracle cure. 2. Lemon turmeric water. Lemon turmeric water is one of those morning rituals that many liver patients swear by, and scientific evidence increasingly supports this practice when done correctly. Studies show that curcumin from turmeric can reduce liver inflammation markers by up to 60% in some patients and may help lower elevated liver enzymes by enhancing the liver's natural detoxification pathways. To prepare effectively, use 1/4 teaspoon of high-quality organic turmeric powder, or a ½ piece of fresh turmeric root, peeled and grated, the juice of half a fresh lemon, and a small pinch of freshly ground black pepper, which increases curcumin absorption by up to a remarkable 2,000%. Combine in 8 to 10 ounces of filtered warm water, not boiling, as excessive heat degrades turmeric's active compounds. This drink has practically 0 calories, no sugar, and a potent array of liver-supportive compounds. Lemon provides D-limonene and vitamin C, which support glutathione production, the liver's primary antioxidant that becomes depleted in chronic liver disease. Turmeric's curcumin has been shown to reduce hepatic fat accumulation and improve liver enzyme profiles in multiple clinical trials. Timing matters significantly. Drink this first thing in the morning, 20-30 minutes before eating, to maximize absorption and support your liver's natural cleansing cycles, which are most active in the early morning hours. For those with more advanced liver disease, dividing into 2 smaller servings may be gentler on digestive function. Important precautions: if you're taking blood thinners, certain antidepressants, or diabetes medications, consult your doctor first, as turmeric can have mild anticoagulant effects and may influence blood sugar levels. Those with gallstones or bile duct obstruction should start with very small amounts, as turmeric stimulates bile production, which could initially worsen symptoms in some cases. For maximum benefit, use consistent daily for at least 8 to 12 weeks while monitoring liver function tests with your healthcare provider. Many patients notice improvements in digestion and energy levels within 2 to 3 weeks, but measurable changes in liver enzymes typically require longer, consistent use. Lemon turmeric water is a science-backed, low-cost morning ritual that supports liver regeneration and fat reduction when used as part of a comprehensive liver health plan, not as a standalone miracle cure. 3. Coffee. Yes, coffee. Coffee has undergone a remarkable transformation in liver health research. Once considered harmful, it's now recognized as potentially beneficial for liver patients when consumed properly. Multiple large-scale studies show that 2 to 3 cups of black coffee daily is associated with a 40 to 50% reduced risk of liver fibrosis progression and significantly lower rates of liver cancer in those with existing liver disease. The key protective compounds include caffeine, which reduces inflammation and may prevent fibrosis; chlorogenic acids, potent antioxidants that reduce oxidative stress in liver cells; and ca-weol and cafestol, diterpenes that stimulate liver enzyme production. Coffee also increases plasma levels of glutathione, the liver's primary detoxification compound that's often depleted in chronic liver disease. For liver patients, how you prepare your coffee matters tremendously. Opt for organic, single-origin coffee when possible, as conventional coffees may contain mycotoxins and pesticide residues that can further burden an already compromised liver. Brew methods matter too. Drip-filtered and paper-filtered methods reduce the D-terpenes that can raise cholesterol in some individuals. Drink it black or with a small amount of unsweetened plant milk. Adding sugar, flavored syrups, or conventional creamers introduces compounds that can increase liver fat deposition and counter